So I'd like to extend to you an invite to my coaching, or you can call it mentorship program, which is built on the foundation of the various training that I've created over at onlinetrainingforentrepreneurs.com. And this is for anybody that is either a participant of one or more of my programs to further build upon what we've discussed and continue to accelerate the results that you want in the area of your choice. Whether it's learning, accelerated learning, and developing your ability to consume and process information better using mind mapping, programming your subconscious mind for success, identifying limiting values and beliefs, and reorienting yourself over to empowering values and beliefs towards your success, your vision, and entrepreneurship foundations, everything when it comes to building a business from the ground up, and the various elements contained within the Entrepreneurship Foundations program. The format that I follow is built on the Robert Dilts model. So the idea is you've got a vision, and we help clarify this if we haven't already done so, and an identity forms, different kinds of identities that are related to the vision, whether it's entrepreneur or whatever it is that you're aspiring. And as a result of that, values and beliefs are formed or are identified as either empowering or disempowering and adjusted towards building your identity towards your vision. Certain core capabilities are identified, or certain capabilities that you believe you should acquire but aren't necessarily in alignment with your vision are identified, so we can readjust accordingly during the coaching and mentorship process. So the goal is to have capabilities, continuously developing capabilities that are in alignment with your values and beliefs that form your identity, which contribute towards your vision. And then as a result of those capabilities, certain behaviors flow, the various things that you do, optimal actions that influence your environment, because the results happen in the environment. Within is your vision, identity, values, and beliefs, and the external actions that you take and the influence that you have is done at the level of capabilities, behaviors, and environment. All of this needs to be incongruent to be able to create success. We have to be congruent to be able to create success. That means mentally, emotionally, and physically, we are in alignment. And so we constantly, throughout the coaching and mentoring process, ensure that we are clear on our vision and working towards our vision and aligning ourselves in all these areas. So the process that we follow is either predetermined weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly calls. Most of my clients do weekly calls. They last from anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour. Most of the time, it's 30 minutes. Following the call, there's an action item email, and what's included is a recording of the call. So we record these on Skype, and you get the audio version of the recording sent to you. So you can re-listen to it, because we cover a lot of information. We go really in-depth, and it's worth re-listening to the content. Those of you that watch my videos know I'm very concentrate in when I communicate, and on these calls, they're very specific. And listening to them a handful of times or more can really help you get the most out of it. So I give you the recording. There's action items or notes that I pull from the calls that I share with you if it's applicable. And there's a time log so you can keep track of our progress for the commitment. You'll also have email access to me with questions if you feel the need to ask me questions as a result of our calls within reason. So the fee for this, I'm taking on another round of students based on availability, is $500 for 5 hours of my time. And this is dispersed throughout the process. Those of you know from my main website that my 1 hour rate is $300, so this is a special rate for students. It's not a public rate. And it includes the calls, okay? So we're factoring the time allocated as far as the batch through these elements here. Calls, which can last anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour, predetermined. There's 5 minutes of post-call processing done by my team, formatting the email, converting the recording, and so forth. And if applicable, there's email support time that is included as part of this, or I'll include it as part of this, which we'll keep track of. And I log everything in a time log spreadsheet, so you'll always know where we're at with the amount of time that's being used. Now, if this is something of interest to you, and we've discussed this as being a right fit, which is the reason why I'm sending you this email with this video, and then if you look to the bottom of this video, there's a link to a PayPal button in which you can process the $500 payment. And then shortly after that, within a handful of hours, I will send you an email to get us started. It'll be an email with a list of questions, and there'll be a link in there so we can book our first call, and we will get started with the process.